Well, actually, I want to cover one more item. If you guys be patient with me.
Sure.
I got something here that I think is terrific. I want everybody to know about it, and because it's going to put me out of business, which is great. The government has a number. Why don't you put up this number 50? 50. This is, I don't know if people know about this stuff. It's called 211. And this is a number you could call to find out any information you want, any help, any service. See, what we have in this country, we have like 1.7 million nonprofit organizations. You know, like you're a nonprofit, you're a dance company, okay? So if I have a kid who wants to be involved in dance or something like this, you probably have some kind of program for kids who want to do, you know, but you're not a for-profit, you're not advertising, nobody knows about you, you're not profit. They keep track of all this. You know, your band, you know, everybody needs a flu shot, but they don't have money for that. You could call 211 and get it. You know, they want to start a business, you can call 211 and get it. You know, it's just amazing. Like, I don't know why the hell I'm in business, it's just that people don't know about this. Let's run, I've interviewed some of the heads of these things, you know, around the country. One up in Frederick, let's run this guy. Here is, 52. Okay, here's an interview.
There's a lot of community programs out there, a lot of human services. You're aware of a lot of great programs, but it's hard to find them. With so many programs, so many of them are identified by a mere acronym. And we think, oh, let's make this easier. Let's add a 1-800 number to it. And then they throw in a couple letters to the 1-800 number, and you have no idea where to begin. So what 211 does, it's kind of like a roadmap to help navigate the maze of human services. There's so much out there, and 211 is that first step that you can start off with and get connected to all of the other community resources. It gets you in that front door, helps you get connected, whether you're looking for help with housing assistance or utilities or food programs, domestic violence, substance abuse counseling.
So they're going to turn off my utility bill or my utility. I mean, this is a number you call, find out.
You pick up the phone and call 211, and they'll let you know if there's a government program or if there's a church that helps. They kind of assess your situation, prioritize what you need, and then help you get connected to the right place. But it's also for families that, you know, maybe they're struggling with an illness or a long-term care issue, caring for an aging parent. There's some long-term care resources out there. Maybe it's a support group. If you're looking for some support on a chronic illness and you're wondering how to get connected with other people, they have access to the support group networks out there that are available. Another cool thing about 211 is you get to talk to someone.
A real person.
A real person on the phone.
No kidding.
They can answer calls and an interpreter in and respond to calls in up to about 180 different languages.
Oh, is this a national number you're calling when you call us, or local?
Yes, it is.
It's a national
locally
number
here in Maryland, but it's also national. There's about 87% of our population in America can dial 211. But what's cool is it's an anonymous call. You will probably ask you some questions about your situation.
My brother's in a lot of financial trouble.
And we do ask some questions to kind of get to the root of the problem and make sure we send you on the right way, get you on the right track.
Isn't that, I mean, like, you could go to you go 211, you put in your zip code, you could call 211, you get a person, but even their database. Like, I was looking in Washington, D.C., they have like 20,000 nonprofits in their database, like you, doing good in the community that nobody knows about. Like here, starting a business.
There's a lot of community programs out there. A lot of human service.
That guy wants to be on the end.
He's hogging our air.
There it is. Yeah. So like there were 16 programs for start a business, 110 programs to grow your business. You know, you're trying to grow your you know, the poets and songwriters business. Home appliances. You know, you need home appliances. Something's wrong with home appliances. You need a free home appliance. I mean, there's 16 programs there. You know, money to buy a house. It would help with eye care, phone bill, prescription drugs. You know, transportation. You know, also. Gosh, you know, rehab. You know, I mean, you're in the music industry. A lot of those people need rehab, and where the hell to go? They don't have money to do that. You call 211. Yeah, and you meet Amy Winehouse. Didn't she have My Baby Gonna Go to Rehab?
Yeah. Well, we're calling 211 when we leave, so we'll find out how effective
Jobs,
this is.
20 different job categories. With like coaching, you know, people can get a job. Okay, 27 organizations, 47 in Washington, just for, you know, coaching.
This
to help
is
you
just
with it.
okay.
This is just DC, just DC.
Wow.
Job placement, 232. Domestic violence lawyers, okay, 32. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. See, I mean, and then I saw this leash law violation complaints. 6 of them. So you're pissed at your neighbor because he doesn't leash his dog or something.
If I were to use this, let's say I want to reach out to nonprofit organizations to invite them to Adams Morgan Day, which we haven't spoken about yet.
The list is there.
That list is there.
List.
So the contacts for those folks are there.
Absolutely. It's a wonderful list. Yeah. It's a wonderful list.
It's almost like cheating, right?
Exactly. But let's here. I interviewed the guy from the district too. Let's watch.
And really what it is, it's a social and human services hotline. It's not 911. Everybody knows what 911 is. But 211 really is one level up from that. Not for the immediate emergency, but for a need that you may have, whether it's around food stabilization, homelessness, financial stability. If you're in
food stabilization, you're hungry, right?
Exactly. And my family needs food. Right. I don't have a home to go to tonight. I'm going to be sleeping on somebody's couch.
Wow.
And you can call 211 and you can help.
Wow.
For example, during the recent electrical crisis that we had,
I got a generator.
Exactly. But if there was an elderly woman who was sitting somewhere out in Potomac. If she would have called 211 instead of sitting there in 100-degree temperature with no electricity, she could have called 211, and she may have, and we would have referred her to a cooling shelter at that time that may have been only 3 or 4 blocks from her house. So instead of her sitting there at health risk and miserable, she could have walked 2 or 3 blocks. And that's why 211 is so important and why we're trying to work with the media, with utility companies, with everybody across the region government to make sure that people understand that 211 is a resource that they can call if they have a problem that's a human services or health or social issue.
See, you don't need me.
So
people don't know about that.
You're more entertaining. Way more entertaining.
But I mean, doesn't that just sound like a terrific thing? I mean, I call them even on the show. I'll say, somebody needs rehab or quit smoking, and there's a program, that actually the local communities get grants to help you quit smoking, so they pay for the patch.
So this is a United Way organization, is that?
Well, United Way runs a lot of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's what that United Way does is, fundraise for nonprofits is basically what they do. And so they get grants to manage this database too. But it's national. It's all over. So you could just dial 211 any place, and we're out of time. They're going to kick us out or charge me a lot more money, and I'll have to call 211 and find out how to get money pay for the extra time here. Take care. Bye.